Hey, beautiful souls, it's Catherine. What's up, everybody? Let's talk about the 9-9 portal. So, as of the date of this recording, it's September 8th. It feels very unseptember-y here where I am. It's still very warm. And maybe you're noticing, like I am, that it feels like a very interesting kind of not yet, but no longer that kind of energy. So if you're feeling in your life right now that you're kind of you're in an in-between place, you're experiencing a kind of limbo maybe, or that feeling of no longer, but not yet, I want to invite you to, savor that space, because there's a lot of magic, there's a lot of alchemy that happens in that place. And when we're talking about a portal, especially the portal of 9-9, we're talking about something that really is paradox, because 9 is a completion number. And when we compound that with another 9, we're being invited and encouraged to look at what feels complete. And couldn't we extend that definition or some meaning of what feels complete as that I'm complete as I am? And when I say that you are perfection, what that really means is that you're complete as you are. So when I use the word completion, I use it in the context of that kind of perfection. You'll never be any better than you are now. That really is an illusion. And while there might be things you want to improve in your life, while there might be things around your health you would like to have a better experience of radiance and vitality with, or with your money, a better experience of feeling financially sound, financially independent, the nature of consciousness experiencing itself is to experience growth, because consciousness is always seeking to expand itself for the sake of the abundance that it is. And you are an expression of consciousness. You are an expression of the genius of consciousness itself, here as like a fractal version of that, using your own individuated human experience to feed back information about expansion to the field of consciousness itself. And so we get to play with that kind of paradox here of already being complete and perfect as we are, while we're having this linear mind construct and kind of earthly experiment with becoming this or that. And so this portal is really inviting and encouraging you to embrace this paradox of you're already complete and perfect and needing nothing as you are, as you already are. There's already something pristine and majestic and magical and miraculous about you, just as you are, while you're playing with this human experience of becoming more of that. So it really is this, it's something to sit with, isn't it? It's something to kind of sit with and kind of mull over and think about. But if you can embrace, and this is the biggest flex of all, if you can embrace this kind of paradox, that you're already complete and perfect as you are, while you're playing with the experience of not being perfect, that there's even a kind of perfection in that, that there's a playfulness in that, that it's kind of silly, that it's kind of fun, that it's kind of innocent and childlike and full of wonder. And my gosh, what could happen if I just let go and find this situation to be curiouser and curiouser? That kind of playfulness, that kind of curiosity is indicative of the nature and flow of consciousness itself. When you think about it this way, consciousness experiencing more of itself is the ultimate act of curiosity. And you can call consciousness God, you can call it infinite intelligence, you can call it the field of one, you can really give it any name you want. But it is source, it is the emanation of everything that is source, and it is the source or the author of source itself. And that is ever expanding, even though at the same time it's completely still and there's no movement, because creation is finished. Everything's done. Everything you can imagine, everything you can have awareness of. The reason why you can imagine it and have awareness of it, because it exists. You wouldn't have any connection with it otherwise. And so, in a sense, we're playing with this ultimate paradox on sandbox playground earth of it's all already here, it's all already finished, it's already complete, it's already perfect as it is, including me, while I'm having the experience of becoming more. Now, does that negate the experience of you becoming more and what it feels like to have that kind of sense of accomplishment or achievement? No, because even though creation is finished, your experience of something is real. Even though, let's just say, the linear movement that our mind tracks as achievements or successes, etc., those aren't really real in and of themselves because it's already done. It's just that as you expand more and can see more of the contents of consciousness itself from your own human fractal vantage point of it, what you're really doing when you think you're becoming something or manifesting something, you're not pulling something out of thin air and creating it. Rather, you've unveiled a part of the consciousness that already knows that exists, that already can see it, that already has access to it, that is already fully involved and connected with it. So this is a time, these next few days, and as we build this apex, tomorrow is September 9th, but we're really going to feel this throughout the next 3 or 4 days. And in order to celebrate that, I really wanted to create something that could bring my community, hopefully maybe even more people being part of my community, into the fold of playing with this paradox, of playing with this feeling of oneness. And this already, fully articulated sense of being complete and being perfect as you are. So I've decided to create an opportunity to have people have a 3-day free trial of my Unity Consciousness Paradigm of Thought and Action Playground. That is Unity School. It's on the school platform, and I have a community that I'm building and growing and expanding over there. And I want to invite you to come and check it out for 3 days totally for free. So this is going to be from the 10th through the 12th of September. So even though I try to keep my videos here kind of evergreen on YouTube, this is a limited time offer. And if you get in to my email list by tomorrow, the 9th of September, if you're signed up to my email list at catherineMassel.com before tomorrow night, midnight Pacific time, you will be invited for 3 days to come check out a free trial of Unity School. So I share with you what it's like to actually take the principles and the concept, the premise, the foundation of oneness and apply it to your life in very real, hands-on, practical ways that make sense and benefit you now. A lot of people think, when they hear Unity Consciousness, this seems like a really airy-fairy woo-woo concept that's esoteric and doesn't feel grounded or anchored in 3D reality. That's because you haven't experienced Unity School yet. So if you want to come and play with this, and you have access to the replays of the calls that we've done in here so far, you get to binge on the content that's available for my paid community for 3 days. And that's everything except the full access to my member vault. That's for paid members. But you get to experience the calls that we've done, and we're going to be doing a free call on the 11th of September at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern, that you will be invited to take a part in the group. So if this appeals to you, you want to know more of what I'm talking about here and have a real experience with it, come join this free trial of Unity School, and I can't wait to see you there. Thanks, everybody. Much love.